Hello pilots and welcome back for Game 3 of Season 5 of Flight Academy, brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. As always, my name is Phil, and on the table for this one we have Andy, back with his Rebels, and Rookie of the Year Josh, our Season 4 runner-up, trying to see if he can go one better this year. But here to talk smack about both the players we have...
Someone who's not met either of the players is James.
Hey James, welcome back.
How am I going to talk smack about them? I don't know them.
And they can't find you.
No, that's true. Okay, so I heard this thing about that. No,
we love both these players.
Ships.
Yeah,
I always like seeing Luke on the board. It's Luke.
it's the Battle of Yavin Luke as well. So he's got the attack speed,
He's got great
proton
loadout.
5 points. That loadout and R2D2. It's crazy.
Another X-wing, U-wing.
Yeah, but again, a different combination, and even to the point where Magva is different in this one.
Yeah,
We've got
very
Ursa, Red,
different.
and K2SO.
Just double checking what some of these do. I have used Ursa at one point. Oh, Ursa is basically R3 Astromech, which is a great ability in a 2v2.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since I've seen him as an upgrade. What does
allows you in the
do?
system phase to take a calculate or give a calculate to a friendly ship at the expense of them taking a stress.
And then
Really
Josh has got a Y-wing. There's a lot of rebel ships on the board.
Yes. So, I mean, he loves his Y-wing and an aggressive Kath Scarlet, and this
I've
is
been
the...
Kath on the board for a while, actually. She's the one who's really good shooting backwards, right?
Yes, so she gets a reroll when she's out the rear. And Veteran Tail Gunner, if he can pull that off, is going to be nice. It's going to be really powerful. So, Fearless in the front, Kath in the back.
Right, it's like, oh, you want to avoid Fearless? Sure. Also try and avoid all of these other abilities.
And he's got a Dead Man Switch. Because who doesn't love Dead
Why
Man
not?
Switch? So, but yeah, I mean...
Oh, okay, that's in range. We've got a lot of shooting. Presumably some proton torpedoes early doors. First up is
Lima Kai into Magva.
I mean,
Range 3 obstructed.
Range 3 primary obstructed.
I think I might spend my focus.
Yeah, I spend that.
So, hey, a shot's a shot.
I mean, it forced the spend of a focus rather than just a calculate. It's better than I thought the attack would go.
I mean, we've seen a range 3 shot through an obstacle take off a stealth device and shields.
Good proton roll.
Yep.
And then spend the force, proton for a crit.
Oh, that's painful.
I always find it weird, right, when that happens, that people modify the focus and then grab a different die to change to the crit.
Yeah, it's almost like you feel like you can't modify a dice that you've already modified.
I get it. I get the mentality of, I've modified this dice, I will modify a different dice.
Yeah. I will just say,
change that one. But yeah, there's a
there.
I mean, damage is damage. It's admittedly not as much as Andy probably wants, but better than...
And that's
unfortunate.
Speaking of
nothing. Oh no.
Oh.
So then we're over to Magva.
Yes. No swarm tactics on this list. I'm okay with that.
I don't think you always need it.
No.
I think I prefer Andy's loadout on Magva. The fire control in Ursa is really good.
It's a solid combo. It's a very solid combo. Oh, more damage through into Kath. So that is a good job that Kath has the shield upgrade there. Now, 11 health.
Yeah, in terms of points, I would assume Kath and Luke are both 6 and the other pilots are 4?
No? So, Luke and Magva are both 5 points.
Oh, right, because it's about a Yavin Luke, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So they're both 5.
Lima Kai is 3 and Kath Scarlet is 7.
Oh, okay, so Josh has gone for an expensive ship and a little ship. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you say that Lima might be a cheap ship, but
Well,
he's still a good ship, though.
3 points to 7 is more what I mean. But it does
Yeah.
also paint a target on Kath, which Andy is clearly going, well, sure, I'll try and get the 7 points with all of my proton torpedoes.
Yes. I mean, he loves those proton torpedoes.
If you've
I
got them,
don't
you
blame him,
do
they're
love
good.
them.
Yeah. And it's all bumpy bumps here.
See, I feel like at this point you want to sort of turn Kath into the board between the brown rock and the blue rock and shoot backwards. You've got enough space to do it.
I would have gone fast and gone over the top.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's got the rear arc.
Yeah,
why-
but not
why not
knowing
over
how
the top?
fast Andy's going to move first, I would be worried about a bump.
I mean, so that, doing like the 2 or 3 between those rocks would be fine. You've got that rear gun. Then you could potentially do the Talon roll out next turn, or just too hard and go round those rocks and force Luke and Magva to chase you.
Lima's now in position for the dorsal turret. Also, could see the ion bombs do something.
Yes.
We've seen ion do very well in these little games before.
Yeah, that's why we've restricted the ion turrets.
It was becoming kind of its own mini meta thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was too oppressive. In fact, that was the only card that was restricted for upgrades wise for this. Basically, the pilots, again, the rules for this are in the description below, but they were given 10 points. They had to take a medium base ship and a small base ship from the same faction with no ion cannon turrets. Other than that, crack away. Oh, wow.
Who needs proton torpedoes? Just take the range one shot.
Yeah. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
I mean, potentially Kath can, fight back with a pretty big hit with Fearless.
Into
Luke. Oh.
Yeah, into Luke. Yes, because
I feel like if you go for Luke, you have to stay on him.
Yeah. It's very similar to Wedge.
Yeah, and at this point, Lima can only realistically shoot Magva. That
Only
can
shoot Magva. The dorsal is range 2. Oh, and that's... Oh, there we go. So there's 2 with the target lock into Magva. Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh, okay, it's a bit of damage. Nice. Okay.
Damage is damage, as we said earlier. Yeah, I think Fearless into Luke is probably the right option because you're gonna get the.
Well, it's a bump into Magva, so that's a range 0. Yeah. So yeah, take the shot on Luke.
Or 4 dice into Luke. Whilst you can get a 4 dice shot into Luke, take a 4 dice shot into Luke.
Even if he does have R2 to repair and basically unlimited amount of force. Oh, well, okay, Fearless for the 1.
He's missed a dice there. He hasn't gone into Luke. He has.
Oh, that was
gotten his additional die.
Oh well, things get forgotten.
Yeah.
So this is game 3.
Yes, game 3.
Final game of the first round.
Essentially, yeah. So we have 7 players in this one. So each sort of.
You skipped out the first round, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the bye for this round.
Stick around to see how Phil's games go.
Yes.
I just wanted to say, first 3 games. Okay, third one's happening. You got an idea for how the lists work now? We've got a medium base ship. In the comments, what would you have brought? What would your list be for this? Keeping in mind the ion, cannon and turret limitation.
Ion cannon, yes, but the ion turret, no. So yeah, 10 points, medium base, small base ship, same faction, no ion turret. What would you bring?
Extended is allowed.
Yes, because otherwise some factions are very limited. I mean, I'd be very curious to see what you guys suggest. Maybe in a future season, if we keep with the medium base ships, you never know. I might actually pick one of those lists to give it a go. Or if you are in the local area or willing to travel, maybe you could come and bring that down to us when season 6 comes around. We'll give people a shout, and if you are able to get down to us in pool, it would be lovely to have some new players come down and play. Or even if you are playing this in your own local store.
Where's that come from? Who's jamming? Is that just Magva? Can she do that? I never see that happen.
The Ewing can jam, can't it?
No, it can't. Oh, is it K2 that lets you do it?
Possibly.
Look at his card again. K2. Yeah, you can calculate into a jam.
Ah, nice. I like
and
it.
It's not a red jam either. That's better than I thought. I guess he is 6 points.
Oh, yeah, he's very expensive.
But for a calculate and a jam with no stress, that's great.
It really is.
And if you've already got a target lock from earlier and you've got fire control, you're not spending that. Yeah. I like this loadout.
It's a cool loadout. I think Magva is a very solid shout. Very good to support your squad mate, but also still has like some. The Ewing has good teeth to it, to be honest.
Yeah, Josh has not had the best luck with his red dice so far.
No.
I mean, he hasn't had many reroll abilities, but Magva shuts down a lot of that anyway.
Yeah. Magva is a little bit ridiculous with that.
Spends the calculate, because why not? You're only modifying the one die. Spend it when it comes up. Then Luke. Or was he in range for another proton?
He's already spent both of them. Oh no, he can't have spent both of them.
No, it was a range one shot last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. It was a range one shot. Oh, and it does clip. He does have range, so...
Right, here comes the second one then.
Here does... Yeah, there we go. There's the charge being flipped. I just misheard it when I was doing the overlay. But
that's alright. You see 4 dice get rolled, you kind of assume it.
Well, he's got the target lock. He's got the force.
It's another big hit. There's the crit. There's the force.
We are seeing at least 2 going through here. Well, both the crits are going through. Oh, no, that is Kath Scarlet Gonzo.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I mean, proton torpedoes are expensive upgrade for a reason. And Andy's got it in his list for only a 5-point pilot.
Yeah, it is
absolutely
crazy.
Scary to go up against, especially with these big ships that have the health, and they normally go, sure, it'll take more hits than usual to take me out, and then Kath is gone turn 3.
Yeah, I mean, Luke had 3 4-die shots on Kath.
It shows the power of modifying. Like, he had a target lock, he had the force, he could change a hit to a crit with the protons.
It was just an incredible... Like, Luke is definitely a force to be reckoned with in this.
He should be. He's, like, the main character of the franchise.
Yeah. I mean, it's not called the Skywalker Saga for no reason.
Right. Like, he's a good pilot, Anakin's a good pilot, Vader is a good pilot, Rey is a good pilot. Like, all of them are good.
Yeah. I do feel very sorry for Lee Mackay right now.
Yeah, Lima's... In terms of, like, positioning on the board, not bad. Like, just do a run along the side of the fight, shooting with the dorsal turret, but it just hasn't worked out.
No. You don't... I think the anticipation was that Kath would not be dead yet.
Yeah.
And would have put some more hits in. I mean, 2 shields on Magva is not a lot.
Yeah, going back a bit, when I said that Kath maybe should have done a turn, because that would have also stopped that range one shot from Luke,
Yes, it would have.
and at least drawn the fight towards Lima a bit. Maybe give Lima some range bonus for their attack.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's right. Again, it would have, as you said, forced Luke and Magva down through the middle a little bit.
Right, and there is space there for mediumship, but it can be tricky at times to get it right.
Yeah.
And force some unfavorable moves. That's
Yeah.
okay.
2 shields down on Lima. Is that Luke? Yes, that was.
Yes, I would assume. Oh,
yeah,
no shot, and presumably no
no
range
shot
for the
anyway.
dorsal.
Yeah. And then it'll be Magva to follow up.
Obstructed. That's in Lima's favour, at least.
Yeah, so that'll be 3 dice, range 3 obstructed.
It's another good roll from Andy.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, but that's a nice roll there from Josh. He's needed that little bit of luck.
Does Magva not have a lock?
No, that's Luke's lock.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say fire control system got missed, but no, if that's Luke's lock, then fair enough.
Yeah, that is Luke's lock there. So Luke's lock is number 1.
Can you not
Magva's
keep
is
saying
number,
Luke's lock? I'm going to get tongue-tied.
Luke's lock on Lima, letting
Go
loose large
Sure.
laser shots. Yeah, all the L's. But wings open. Again, that U-wing's got a really nice dial, especially on this sort of ball size, where it doesn't need to go super fast, so it can just sit in that slow space.
Yeah.
So it is a potent one. So we'll see. I mean, it's looking highly likely here that this is going to be our first U-wing win of the season.
Interestingly, the one not paired up alongside Wedge.
Yeah, the more unique of the 3 lists.
But we have not, in this first round, seen any U-wing, X-wing lists fight each other. So I'm very curious to see how those play out.
Yes, that is going to be an interesting one. We're going to see a few of those fights.
Luke doing I'm just going to sit back, slow down, and take my shots.
Yeah. He doesn't need to speed in. He's got plenty. Well, they've both got plenty of health at this point. May as well let Lima come to them.
And he is.
Yes. I don't think there's really much other move that he could have done.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I'll at least get a range 1 shot.
Yeah.
Who knows? You might get some really good crits on Magva and shut down her offense. I think at this point, you're not realistically going to take out Luke.
No.
Which is a weird thing to say when you've got a medium base ship and a small base ship, and you go, yeah, the small base ship is tougher to take down. But it's Luke.
It's a double force.
Double force, R2, the ability to get a force back when you start shooting at him as well. Like, you can't even drain him of the force.
That's what makes Luke, again, another really potent ship, because his ability is a really good ability. And what I like as well is his and obviously TIE Advanced Vader have like opposite type of abilities. So Luke's is all about the defense, whereas Vader's is all about the actions.
Yes.
I like how they sort of counterpoint each other.
Oh my god, look at that attack dice.
Ow. Ow, ow. Andy, that's not very nice.
He's here for a win.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say that the writing's on the wall at this point, but 7.5 minutes left to go. It's
a good shot from Lima, though.
Oh, that's a very good shot from Lima.
Oh,
that's a better evade.
That's very good defense.
Yeah.
Still denying any points to Josh.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it's a long road back.
Just the one crit. We'll see what it is.
Console fire.
Oh no. That's one of the ones where you sort of look at it and you go, I'm on 2 health. I should really fix that.
Yeah, you
Or do
definitely.
you go, I'm on 2 health. I'm going to die anyway. I'll leave it. Also, did we miss the not fearless, the dead man switch?
Nothing was in range of Dead Man Switch.
Right.
So,
Yes. Okay.
so
That's
Kath was
because that could have been fun.
Yeah, Kath was about where Andy's left hand is, and Lima was the closest ship, but was just outside of range 1, so no dead man trigger. But yeah, I know what you mean. If it was right in the middle, like we look at one of the previous games where you had the medium ship right in the middle, going down and just dead manning everyone.
I mean, it does feel like a lot of the pilots fly their ships next to each other. So if you trigger dead man switch, you're probably going to get 2 ships with it.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
I did manage to trigger a 4-ship Hoden dead man switch once.
How many of those were yours?
None. They were all my opponents.
Oh, okay. I think you're going to say
I managed to hit all 4 of my opponent's ship with 1 dead man switch. I was very impressed with myself for that one.
I like the attempt to put the wings forward on the U-wing and then going, you know what? He's just dancing.
To me, it just looks like, oh, it's a partisan ship. Maybe it's just a little bit rusty and broken at this point. Of the 3 shields, it's shorted itself out.
Oh, I can't quite. Oh, okay, we got pivot.
Again, I do like that there are ships in the game which actually have moving components.
Yeah, it's a nice little detail. Especially with how well some of them work. Like the S-foils on the X-wing, you would think would be a really fiddly thing, but it's really not.
Yeah, they can work quite. Especially the Partisans one is the trickiest one, but the newer versions, yeah, they work quite nice. Obviously, you got the U-wing, the Lambda, the Upsilon, the Scimitar with its opening and closing wings.
There's a bunch now.
Yeah, the B-wings. I love the B-wings because they've got the rotating cockpit, the rotating on the actual peg, and the wings. They're like, we can do it all here.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I haven't magnetized that ship.
Yeah, it's like, where do you actually... It's actually better not magnetized.
Yeah. It means I have to have the old ones on display, though.
So Lima's got another damage on Magva. So
Yes.
Josh got some points.
He has. He's scored
He's on
2
the board.
points.
Well, he's on this scoreboard. He's not going to be on the main one, unfortunately. But
he hasn't been fully tabled.
Also, he is going to ionize potentially everyone. Definitely Luke and himself.
I don't think he's going to catch Magva. It's very close.
We've gone straight to shooting, so we've kind of and that is
that's Lima.
Why.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah.
A valiant effort there from Josh. I mean,
weirdly, maybe too aggressive with Kath. I don't know, but
I kind of agree.
With the protons is a tricky thing to manage.
Yeah, Luke with the protons is just, if he gets you an arc, it's just not good.
Like, part of you wants to go, I'll get close to him quickly to avoid the torpedoes, and he goes, I'm a range 1, bring it.
Yeah,
but well flown.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's a great list, well flown. Unfortunately there for Josh, Rookie of the Year. He's still not played a full game of X-Wing. He's only played Flight Academy. No, I keep saying, I think he's actually going down this week to play a full game of X-Wing. I said he needs to actually get more than 2 ships on the board. So, yeah. But let's have a quick look at the table after our first round. Obviously, we've had 6 of our players step up to the plate now. Ben and Andy are sitting pretty at the top with the full 5 points from their games. other Ben with the 4 points. I'm yet to bring my hopefully successful Empire list to the table. Josh, Scott, and Wes on the receiving end of some serious brutality there. But I think first round of games, really nice to see that they're all actually quite different in how they're going. So, but James, I hope you've enjoyed the first week of Flight Academy.
Yeah, it's been great. Thanks for having me on. I'm sure I'll be back at some point for a few more of these.
No doubt. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. We have more games of Flight Academy coming next week. So don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.